Hello, welcome to First Shift. I'm Ursula Zerilli, standing in for Jennifer Vuong. Coming up, our Jesse Snyder takes a look at GM's IPO. But first, your headlines for this Monday, August 23rd. Ford Executive Chairman Bill Ford says some investors may reduce their holdings in his company so they can buy shares in General Motors once it goes public. That way, investors can spread their risk across the automobile industry. Ford spoke to reporters Friday in suburban Detroit. He said, quote, "To the extent that we have been the only one available in the sector, I'm sure that some money will be rebalanced into GM." In other remarks, he said Ford has begun quietly adding jobs and is talking with the UAW in advance of the 2011 contract negotiations. He also said the automaker is considering expanding sales of its luxury Lincoln brand outside of North America. The Environmental Protection Agency has given Indian truck maker Mahindra & Mahindra clearance to sell pickup trucks in the United States. This, according to the Wall Street Journal. Mahindra aims to sell its 2.2-liter four-cylinder compact pickup in the U.S. by December. It was originally planned for last August, but delayed while the company sought regulatory approvals. The delay sparked a lawsuit by Mahindra's U.S. distributor, Global Vehicles USA. And Daimler is dismissing a German magazine report that CEO Dieter Zetsche, who also runs the Mercedes car division, will step down early to make way for Wolfgang Bernard. You may remember Bernard was Zetsche's deputy at Chrysler from 2000 to 2004. He's now in charge of production and purchasing at Mercedes. In a statement on Saturday, Daimler said Zetsche will fulfill his contract until it runs out at the end of 2013. We've all heard General Motors' plans to go public, but specifics are lacking. Jesse Snyder joins us now. Jesse, will U.S. taxpayers get all of their money back?
Ursula, the short answer is we don't know yet, because GM doesn't know yet. There's just too many variables. Let's strip this down to the basics. The IPO won't get the U.S. and Canadian governments and the UAW trust out of General Motors, but it will set a market price for new GM shares, so current owners can pick the best time to sell off the rest. It's a pretty motivated bunch of sellers. The UAW must diversify to protect retirees' health care. The U.S. and Canadian governments want out of the auto business, and proof their taxpayers, voters, will get their investment back. But wait, investors will want GM to get enough capital to be healthy, so expect some preferred shares to raise cash for GM itself. Now, investment banks working for GM must decide how many shares to sell, whose shares to sell, what mix of shares, exactly when to sell, and it all depends on what a healthier but hardly robust market will bear. Think of it as like tuning a high-performance engine. Get it right and it runs true and sweet. Get it wrong. Don't worry, driver's fine. And even bad IPOs don't actually burn. Bottom line, taxpayers will get some money back on GM, but loss or even a profit is no clearer than the pace of the auto recovery itself. Ursula?
Thanks, Jesse. And finally, a First Shift footnote. The top dogs. The American Automobile Association has listed its top vehicle picks for dog owners. Some furry-friendly vehicles: the Volvo XC60, the Honda Element, the Hyundai Santa Fe, and the Kia Soul. And that'll wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.